Alright guys, what's going on?
Oh.
Today was a break-even day. $34, not the best, but it's better than losing 400, 500, you know? I was correct with my bias and overall direction, but we just got chopped up. So let's start off on the 4-hour and the hourly. So on the 4-hour, we're obviously still in this bullish gap, but the fact that we don't displace out of this gap to take out this high and we make a lower high is kind of a indicator that this high is very high resistance and this high is not the target yet. Because if market was going for this high, we would have taken it by now, surely. So maybe that's a next week target, but for this week, I think we're coming back down to either take out previous sell side or dig deeper into this overall 4-hour imbalance, right? But let's go on. Let's see what we do. So moving down to the hourly, I like to map out potential targets. So I have this low. I have this low right here, right? But then yesterday, we actually take this low. So today, we either had two options, right? We either were going to inverse this hourly bearish gap and hunt out these highs up here, or on the 15-minute, we were going to come out, and this is what I thought was going to happen. We come out pre-market, we take out these highs, we react off this order block right here on the hourly and on the 15-minute, and then look at that, we break structure. So my plan is just to follow the 5 and 15-minute trend and target lows basically. So this was my overall target because it was also in a big gap, bullish gap, and gap, when there is a low inside of a huge untapped gap, that's like an extra magnet for price. So when price is up here, I'm anticipating it coming down to fill in this area. So now it's just a matter of where I can get involved in, you know? So right around here, as you guys see, 9:30, we have a huge displacing bearish candle that forms a gap, a fair value gap, and now that's my whole system is trading out of these gaps, out of these PD arrays. So once I have this gap mapped out, my target again are these lows down here. But look at what happens. So we hop onto the 1 minute. I wait for price to hit my PD array, being this fair value gap, and then I get an entry confirmation right here. As you guys see, we have a 1 minute bullish gap that gets inversed. I enter off of that inversion right here, stop loss there, and then I had my TP1 right there. So 0.82R, which isn't the best. So I kind of made a little mistake because, let's go on, I'll show you guys. I sold 5 micros, but I took 3 off once we took this low and moved stop to above this in 1 minute inversion. So I moved my stop and had the remaining 2 contracts left down here, and that was a mistake because I should have just held my position and took off all 5 right here, because that is the nearby low that I'm targeting. But again, like, I have 5 micros, so it's kind of worth locking some profit in and then letting some runners go, because this is my higher time frame draw on liquidity, and that target ended up getting hit, and then look, we have bullish reactions. So my bias and my DOL was correct. But again, this is the 4th day in a row, just premature entry. I'm getting chopped up on these 1 minute entries, man, because I got stopped out, obviously, right after we take out my first TP, we get stopped out. So that leaves me with $34. But my account automatically locks me out, so that was it for me. But if you guys look right here, boom, if I had this PD array just right at this order block instead, look at this trade now. So boom, we tap in here to this order block, we get a change in state delivery right here. Boom, if you look yesterday, it's like pretty much identical entry. But look at this trade. Boom, potential 2.3R. And this trade I actually took on my practice account, right? Wait, no. What is this? On my practice account, yep, right here. Sold 5 minis. I bought them back right here, took profit down here, and boom, $6 grand today on this account. On this 150K practice account, I'm up 12K in 2 days. And on my Express account, we're down 1K on the week. So it's just interesting that the account that actually matters, I'm performing worse on than my practice account. But that's just obvious because there's heightened emotions that come with trading actual funded, and I'm just going through the process of getting used to that. So yeah, pretty easy day. The obvious trade for me should have been waiting for this order block, but again, I can't be mad because this followed my exact system too. Like, there was a PD array in a premium. We have a 1 minute inversion reacting off of the fair value gap, but we just don't get the move we're expecting. We get a further retrace, but that's no reason. There's no reason to get too upset about that. I maybe should have just moved my stop to break even just to lock in some big profits, but I'm fine with this day. I took the one setup that fit my model and I did well. I didn't lose an obscene amount. We're still alive. It's all about survival. But yeah, I like the risk amount I'm using. I have about 4 tries for each funded to get that payout or blow it. And I'm okay with blowing it because I know it's not that hard to get another account. So these accounts are not made to preserve and, you know what I mean, treat them like your baby. These accounts are meant to be ran through. That's why it's not the best idea to give them too much power, because this isn't your money, you know what I mean? You're paying a fee to use their money, so rinse them while you can. But another trade idea I had was, if you guys see, we have this 15-minute gap with a huge sell side liquidity right here, the 1630 low. So once we see price come down and sweep that low, we're in a higher time frame PD array, so I could technically look for a 5 or 15-minute confirmation, right? So right here we see that. Let's clean this up a little bit. So this is a 15-minute gap, right? We take out this low, and what does the 5-minute do? We move up, we hit this bearish gap, we inverse that gap, then we have a retrace, but then look what we do. We break structure on the 5-minute, showing those big signs of bullish momentum. So what I could do then is draw my fib level, from that low to this high, wait for price to come down into this fair value gap level and take some longs, right? But again, I would have gotten chopped up here because let's say I entered off this candle here, reacting off of this fair value gap or inversing these bearish candles. I probably would make my TP here, but as you guys see, oh, we actually do well. So boom, 36. I think I just have to make my stop loss bigger to allow for that further move. So maybe like right here, because if price really is bullish, I doubt price would come all the way down, you know, into this region. But yeah, that makes the risk to reward less, but I will actually be catching these moves, you know. Maybe that's some adjustments I can make, just making my stop way fatter. But yeah, this could have been another trade idea, but more ideally I would like to enter off of breaks of structure. So we see boom, change in state there. I could have entered there, and dude, look at how big the stop is. It's just too big. So I'm trying to think, maybe we didn't even get a proper entry. The only entry I see is this candle. We sweep this 1 minute low, then we have a huge displacing candle here. Set our stop below this low, take profit here, and have another one up here for a 2R. That could also work. But again, I just have to get better with the entry model because I'm predicting the direction. I'm just getting messed up with the getting involved part of the trade. The trade idea, the trade confluences, everything is solid. It's just the entry model, man. It's that 1 minute. It's that 1 minute confusion. But yeah, we break structure on the 5 minute, we retrace. And this is just choppy. I mean, it makes sense because this is during lunch hour, 11:50, 11:30. So yeah, I wouldn't even be trading this anyway, but I usually do get some setups around that time. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Hope you guys caught some nice movements today, made some money. One more trading day of the week tomorrow. Wish you guys luck. See you guys again another time.